Hello and good day to everyone. Today, my colleagues and I will present and discuss our portfolio presentation about training new hires. We decided to pick this topic because we consider it essential and vital to employees, organization, and the whole human resource management team. This presentation consists of three parts. The first part is the topic introduction, wherein we are going to explain and expand on why training new hires are human resource management issue. The second part will focus on the characteristics and qualities should a mentor have and the rationale why should they. Another point is defining organizational responsibility for new nurse orientations and training in acute care setting, as well as explaining the performance evaluation and success criteria for a new employee. The last part would be the summary. The presenters are Bianca Nadine Penales Rosales, Aprilyn Laron Agsaway, that's me, Alian Giles Frias, and Roxette Donna Biadnes Ines. To begin the presentation, I will give a brief overview of the topic. A new hire training program supports leaders, organizations, and human resource teams in introducing new workers into the organization and making them feel comfortable. New hire training is necessary not just to guarantee that a new recruit has the skills and tools to execute their job, but also to ensure that they understand how they fit in the organization. The focus of an onboarding program is to establish in newly recruited or transferred workers the required skills, knowledge, and practices to enable them to contribute effectively to an organization. Furthermore, it is a method that you utilize to help new workers become familiar with the firm in their job and obligations. During this time, you may introduce to a new employee about the company's policies and frameworks and train them on how to complete their tasks effectively and efficiently. Companies have the tendency to look for ideal applicants to hire so they can perform as employees who are equally competent as tenured ones. Nonetheless, this idealistic human resource delusion is shattering the dreams and strivings of freshly recruited members of the workforce. Hiring manager and companies in general fail to see the trainability of an individual. They fail to perceive that training newly hired employees can later on provide them with the pool of competent workers they need. Such an issue is present in the fields of healthcare and nursing. Without training, a strongly equipped team is impossible to establish. Therefore, new hire employee training and development programs are a human resource management concern since they have to recruit new staff to perform the duty and get the work done for the organization. These challenges are information overload, worker diversity, and the lack of employee engagement. On the other hand, it helps to improve employee performance, productivity, and turnover while also improving organizational culture. Examining the significance of new hire employees, trainings, and development initiatives is crucial in personal development, career advancement, and organizational success.
Hi, I'm Bianca Rosales, and I will be discussing the issues and concerns of the new hires, which will be later on be a problem for the human resource management. So, human resource management is the one responsible for employing people into the organization. So, they train the people and develop them for them to be efficient for the company. New hire is one of the concerns of the human resource in which they have to recruit new staff to perform the duty and get the work done for the organization. One of the main purposes of the human resource management is to maintain the success of the organization. So changing the workforce and hiring new people is essential in a world where change is constant and advancing. So therefore, the human resource process have to make adjustments and be especially aware of how society and people change and develop over time. Furthermore, ensuring that the people in the organization can catch up with today's fast-paced society. So, one of the concerns of the newly hired individuals is the information overload they experience most of the time especially during the first weeks of their onboarding. So in a fast-paced workplace and organization, HR may begin to get new hires up to speed as quickly as possible. But doing so risks overwhelming them and creating a problem during the onboarding process. A new employee must complete several paperwork and procedures, recall numerous facts and details, and learn numerous abilities, and in some circumstances, assume significant responsibility. Therefore, it is impossible to do everything in a single day. So, the result, once a person is uh, overwhelmed with everything that is coming to her or to him, the tendency is for them to neglect the most crucial task that they have to do in every single day. Another concern for the newly hired individuals is that they don't know or they don't understand what are their rights, or maybe it was not clearly discussed to them, which later on will be the concern as well by the HR or the human resource management. So it is imperative for HR managers to discuss the rights of uh, hired employees during the training. Under the Occupational Health and Safety Act, um, published 2022, workers have the right to be informed about health and safety issues. Employees should be notified of known or foreseeable risks in the workplace by the employer, as well as be given the information, instructions, education, training, and supervision required to safeguard employee health and safety. The right to have a voice in their choice affects their health and safety. The right to refuse labor that might endanger their health and safety, as well as the health and safety of the others. So the last concern of the new hires is the uncertainty about their roles and the job responsibilities in the organization. So one of the most typical hiring challenges is that most new workers are unclear about their job and responsibilities. They frequently believe that they signed up for a certain position, but they're actually performing a different task. So the new employee may be perplexed and dissatisfied with the allotted position, which will result in a wave of resignation throughout the organization.
In an organization or workplace, having a mentor helps increase employee satisfaction and talent retention. Mentors not only develop mentees as a successful professionals but also provide psychological support. They use their influences and connections to support the career advancement of the mentees or new hire employees. And this also helps to become the organization a successful one. What are the qualities of a mentor? Willingness to share skills, information, and expertise. And it takes a genuine interest in the mentoring relationship. A mentor who is not enthusiastic about his or her profession will not be an effective mentor. A mentor should encourage new workers to believe that their employment and has value and opportunity to provide a meaningful life. As a mentor, you have to inspire and motivate new employees. Encourage them to work hard and develop their knowledge, skills, and attitude to become a successful one, and be a help in the organization. Mentoring in the workplace will also impact your personal development and can positively support mental health and improve employees' retention. As I've said, a mentor should value continual learning and progress in the profession. They help the employees to raise their confidence and problem solving abilities. Mentors may demonstrate how the field is evolving and expanding, and that even after many years, there are new things to learn. Anyone who feels stuck in their current situation will not become an effective mentor. Mentors should demonstrate that learning is a continuous process. They are the one that gives advice and guide that will increase your confidence to become progress in your profession. A mentor is an experienced individual teaches a less experienced individual to learn more about their chosen role in an organization. To become effective mentor, you have to possess specific characteristics, such as a good listener, flexible, knowledgeable, value diversity, patience, and a good leader to work efficiently and competently with others. A competent mentor is essential in training and develop a new hire employees, not only to train them to do their duty, but to make them mature and have progress, develop new skills, and be effective in the organization. Being a mentor has a critical part in the success of an organization, for you are the backbone of developing new hire people to become competent and reliable in their given task.
Organizational responsibilities for training and orientation for newly hired nurses in the acute care setting. As a newly hired nurse in the acute care setting, it is our role and responsibility to provide an individualized nursing care to critically ill patients, in which the organization's responsibility to ensure to hire the right nurse. These nurses must be competent in knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Nurses who successfully complete orientation and precepting program provide knowledgeable, high-quality patient care and are assimilated into the culture of the healthcare team as a productive team member. The organization must ensure that employees are properly trained to carry out the processes in order to meet the organization's needs. It is important to have competent new nurses in the acute care setting that will provide patients' needs while upholding the patient's safety, privacy, and rights. The rationale for this statement is that the organization must consider the criteria development. This means that those person involved in the hiring process must also be properly trained for interviewing, developing standard requirement, scanning the resumes, and assessing the candidates for proper considerations. Recruiting human resource for the organization is crucial for the success of it. Also, for the to be able to have a successful nurse, in order to promote the best patient health outcomes, nurses should work in collaboration with the other members of the medical team. A newly hired registered nurse's competency and retention are greatly influenced by their nursing orientation and good mentors. Regarding performance evaluation for the newly hired nurses, a selection process is a sequence or process that occurs when a company hires new personnel. Various strategies are used during selection to guarantee that the organization hires the proper person for the position. The HR manager may ensure that it is being fair in selecting person to interview by defining criteria before reading any resumes. A set of screening methods are used to guarantee that only the finest applicants are being employed. It assures that authentic and qualified candidates are considered for the open positions in the company. Even though both strategies are used when enlisting personnel, the selection process is distinct for recruiting. Performance appraisals, on the other hand, entails evaluating employees' potentials and skills. It helps the company to discover the strengths and weaknesses of its employees. As a result, performance evaluation would assist a corporation in developing plans to remedy the shortcomings that are present in their workplace environment. The procedure entails utilizes the selection and performance evaluation. Evaluation must adhere to ethical and legal guidelines. Evaluating how new hire has been performing is essential for the company to determine how many benefits it has been enjoying from the certain employee. Evaluation also serves as specific pointers for potential improvement. This concrete description of the performance lay workable qualities to calibrate one's performance. Hi everybody, these are the references that we use. We have four references and you can read the authors and the title of the books that we use in this page. And that ends the presentation about training new hires. I hope you guys learned something new about this topic and enjoyed listening to our presentation. Thank you very much and have a good day.